The following is quotes and commentary from The Antichrist by Friedrich Nietzsche. This book is for the most rare of men, those who made themselves superior to humanity in loftiness of soul. We are the Hyperboreans, a Greco-mythical race that lives in the far north. We would rather live amid the ice than among modern virtues. What is good? Power. What is evil? Whatever springs from weakness. The most valuable man, the most worthy of life, has appeared often in the past, but always as a happy accident, never as deliberately willed. All else are the herd animal, the brute or the Christian. The process of evolution does not necessarily mean elevation. Man has become degenerate. Christianity is a religion of pity, and man loses power when he pities. Suffering is made contagious by pity. Pity thwarts the whole law of evolution and natural selection. Nietzsche makes war upon the theological instinct, calling it shifty and dishonorable. Whatever a theologian regards as true must be false. Theological blood is the ruin of philosophy. What has a priest to do with philosophy? He stands far above it. Once the concept of nature had been opposed to the concept of God, the word natural took on the meaning of abominable. It is evidence of a profound uneasiness in the presence of reality. A God of goodness alone is contrary to human inclination. Mankind has just as much need for an evil God. What would be the value of a God who did not know humanity's dark side? A God of merely the poor is a reduction of the Godhead. Buddhism is 100 times as realistic as Christianity. The concept of God was already disposed of by the time it appeared. It is beyond good and evil. Christianity is all hatred of the intellect, of pride, of courage, of freedom, of the senses, and of joy. Christianity had to embrace barbaric concepts in order to obtain mastery over barbarians. Buddhism is a religion for people in a further state of development, for races that have become kind, gentle, and over-spiritualized. Buddhism is a religion for the closing, wearied stages of a civilization. Christianity appears before civilization has begun, and may even lay the foundations thereof. Buddhism simply says, "I suffer." To the barbarian, he must first obtain an explanation as to why he suffers. Truth and faith are diametrically opposed concepts. The Greeks regarded hope as the evil of evils. It remained behind at the source of all evil in Pandora's box. The appeal to Christianity is that, for love to be possible, God must become a person. For the lower instincts, God must be young. For the women, a beautiful saint must appear, and for the men, there must be a virgin. The Jews translated their history into religious terms and converted it into an idiotic method of salvation through obedience or disobedience to God, resulting in reward or punishment. Moses had already shown the Israelites the will of God, yet over time the priest had meticulously formulated what tithes would be paid to him in the form of money and the best cuts of meat. Disobedience to God became the disobedience to the priest. Jesus died for his own sins, not the sins of the world. The kingdom of heaven is a state of the heart, not something to come beyond the world or after death. What men always sought was their own advantage. They created the church out of denial of the Gospels. The whole history of Christianity is the progressively clumsier misunderstanding of an original symbolism. There is only one true Christian, and he died on the cross. Revenge possessed his apostles, and just like that, the cause perished with his death. Buddhism promises nothing and fulfills. Christianity promises everything and fulfills nothing. Whoever or whatever the early Christian hates has real value. The Christian, and particularly the Christian priest, is thus a criterion of values. In the whole New Testament, there appears but a solitary figure worthy of honor: Pilate. Woman, at bottom, is a serpent. From woman comes every evil in the world. Science is the original sin. The priest rules through the invention of sin. Faith makes blessed, therefore it lies. Faith moves no mountains, but instead raises them up where there were none before. One may observe in hysterical women how regularly the falsification of instincts delight in lying for the mere sake of lying. The world historical stupidity of the persecutors was that they gave the appearance of honor to the cause they opposed. Is there a difference between a lie and a conviction? What was a lie in the Father becomes a conviction in the Son. A conviction is a falsehood that becomes a matter of principle because it serves a purpose. The unexceptional man is meant to specialize and get his happiness from mediocrity. The exceptional man is meant to treat the unexceptional man with more kindness than he does to himself or his equals. Whom do I hate most heartily among the rabbles of today? The socialists. They undermine the working man's instincts and his feelings of contentment with his petty existence. They make him envious and teach him revenge. Christianity destroyed for us the whole harvest of ancient civilization. The wonderful culture of the Moors in Spain was trampled down. Christianity and alcohol are the two great means of corruption. I call Christianity the one great curse, the one great intrinsic depravity, the one great instinct of revenge, the one immortal blemish upon the human race.